today I want to share all about the success that you can have if you are thinking about selling your sourdough bread during the winter farmers market. So, I have recently started my micro bakery business, officially selling back in September. So, I was able to experience some of the fall farmers market, and now I am well into the winter farmers market. And if you are thinking, is it worth it to sell during the winter? Are you going to be able to still find new customers? Are you going to be able to make a profit during the winter? And my answer to all of those questions is yes. I can tell you from my own personal experience, even being a relatively new sourdough baker in my area, that there is a lot of opportunity during the winter farmers market because people like to enjoy bread all year round, even during the cold months. If you think about the winter, it is a time when you want warm, cozy, delicious food. You want your soups, you want your comfort foods, and what else better to pair all of that with than with homemade bread, and specifically sourdough bread. And so I just am blown away by just how much people in my community and communities all over actually really enjoy sourdough bread, even when it's cold outside, even when the weather is not perfect. But people still do enjoy coming out to the market, on a weekend, Saturday morning or a Sunday or what have you, and being able to purchase freshly baked sourdough bread. So I want to encourage you and let you know that you definitely will not be wasting time or your effort or energy, but that you can definitely find success by selling during the winter months. And I can share a just a personal story or testimony, and that is that when I first started, like I said, it was in the fall. So there definitely was just more, more people coming out to the market. But as the weather got colder, then, the crowds, they tend to get a little bit lower, but still enough so that you can do well at the farmers market. And I just remember thinking, that I still had to produce like the same amount of bread in the winter that I was doing during the fall. But what I learned is by praying and asking the Holy Spirit to help me determine, how much I need to bake for the winter or for this particular market or for this particular weekend, then instead of trying to like force a number, for example, instead of me thinking, well, because I sell 30 loaves during the fall, then I have to sell 30 loaves during the winter. And that that's not always necessarily true. Like I said, just by praying, by being observant and aware, I have learned to just take each weekend at a time and to just be aware of things like the weather, like I said, prayer, and is this a different venue? Are there other activities going on that same weekend that you're going to be at your farmer's market? Just being aware of all of those things can definitely help you make a better decision and kind of pre-plan or prepare better to know that maybe you want to bake a little bit more or maybe you want to bake a little bit less. Because what's better, to bake less and sell everything, or have in your mind like this preconceived number that you have to stick to, and you have all of these loaves that you have to come home with because you didn't sell them all? And I would much rather be prayerful, be observant, be mindful, and bake less and sell all of it instead of trying to force a number or think that, I have to do exactly what I did in the fall. I have to do those exact same steps during the winter season and then come home, every time I'm at a market with bread. Like we all know as sourdough bread bakers, the last thing we want to do is come home with more bread. So that is my encouragement for you today. I just want to encourage you to be prayerful, to be observant of things like the weather, to be mindful if there are other activities or event going on the weekend that you're going to be at the farmers market, being aware if you're the only bread baker that's going to be on the schedule, or will it be multiple bread bakers there that weekend if you are able to find that out. Just try to um, plan in advance as much as you can, or foresee by gathering whatever information you can so that you can have the most success, because you are setting yourself up for success by knowing what you need to bring to the market, how much. And then that way, at the end of the day, you feel so much better knowing that stuff is not going to waste it, or you're going to try to have to figure out what to do with everything that did not sell. So I'm so grateful that so far everything has been going well. And I've just been, planning one weekend at a time, and just, asking God to help me make the best decisions as far as what I need to bake, and just trying to be aware of, what's going on that weekend so that I can set myself up for success the 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 best that I can. So you can definitely, if you are not doing a farmer's market this winter, but you want to look into it for the next winter, I highly encourage you to do that. Start finding those markets out now so that next year you can probably apply a little bit early to get into the market for that winter season, because it's probably much easier to find um, markets like for the fall or warmer seasons, and you may have a little bit of a challenge trying to find those markets that you can get into during the winter. So it's never too early to start looking, start seeing what's in your area, start finding out who are those market managers, how to get in contact with the market managers, what's required, what's needed. Start thinking about what you want to offer during the winter months. Think about your ingredient selections and options. And if nothing else, this is also a great time to plan and think about what you want to do moving forward as the weather does begin to warm up. So I hope you got encouragement for this. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comments section below, and I will definitely reach out and answer or give clarification or any other help or advice that I can if you leave those comments down below. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.